XXL episode of A State of Trance. In this hour, business as usual, the latest in trance and progressive. New tracks from Richard Durand, Tiesto, Key 4050, and my version of Tokame with Pete Tong. But first, I want to tell you something special, because this is actually a celebration episode. Last Monday, June 1st, was the exact date that I started the very first broadcast in 2001 of this radio show. Exactly 25 years later, almost at the same spot where I did the first episode of A State of Trance, I did a little free party in the Loft in Amsterdam. And as a little musical gift to all of you, we're broadcasting 3 hours today. So after this regular show hour, we're going to go live to the Loft in Amsterdam to see my set where we celebrated last Monday. Can't wait for that. Are you excited, guys? Yay! But first, we start things with Agents of Time and Force. This is Oblivion. Put your hands up!
Don't we all feel lost? Like love that drifts apart. I'm only seeing us as we echo in the dark. Will you hold me tight? Oh, it feels so right. Do you remember now what we really are? When the sky falls down, when the lights go out, will you follow me into oblivion and take my hand? See your shadow dance, so will you follow me into oblivion? Moving through the haze, there's no end and there's no start. We're looking for a trace, for an echo in the dark. Will you hold me tight? Oh, it feels so right. Do you remember now what we really are? When the sky falls down, when the lights go out, will you follow me into oblivion? Take my hand, see your shadows dance, so will you follow me into oblivion? Into
Voted the most popular track of last week's episode. This is the future favorite.
Words like violence break the silence, come crashing into my little world. Painful to me, pierce right through me. Can't you understand? Oh, my little girl. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm. Enjoy the silence.
Hi there, this is Woody Van Eyden, and you are listening to A State of Trance.
What's up, this is Madfax and you are listening to my new remix on the State of Trance.
Our favorite deeper track of the week. This is the Progressive Pick. Trending tracks. Last week's most discussed track on social media.
I wanted to fight it, the feeling I know, but you are the lightning that shattered my soul. You painted the pieces in crimson and gold. When they started bleeding, you left with it all. And you left me colorblind. Whoa.
Every week. In the mix. Armin van Buuren. A state of trance.
If you're gonna say the same, and you're hearing what I say, I feel your touch, your kiss, it's not enough. And if you believe in me, don't take my love for free. I won't say nothing less than a deeper love. Tell me that you understand, and you'll take me as I am. You'll always be the one to give me everything. Just when I thought no one cared, you're the answer to my prayer. You lift my spirits high, come on and rescue me. Let me tell you. You know I need a miracle. I need a miracle. It's more than physical. I need to feel from you. Let me tell you. You know I need a miracle. I need a miracle. It's more than physical. I need to get me
The world premiere of something very special. If you've been watching my live sets, you've been hearing this version already for a few months. Pete Tong, the legendary DJ from the UK. He's a legend, right?
Yeah, BBC One legend.
He approached me about a year ago, and he had an idea to do a new version of Toka's Miracle with on vocals Poppy Bascomp, but also including the orchestra that he has with Jules Buckley.
Yeah.
And he gave me completely absolute freedom to make a version that would really fit my set, and this is coming out.
It really works.
Not even on Armada, on Ministry of Sound. So it's a little side
And working
step.
with Pete Tong, that's something you didn't expect, I guess.
No, and actually had a meeting with him, a really long chat. Super nice guy, and incredible to work with him. And that track is going to come out in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned in to a special episode 1280 of A State of Trance. How we feeling in Amsterdam? It's a special episode this week, an XXL episode. We haven't had one in a while, but we have a very good reason for it. Last Monday was the exact birthday of this radio show. 25 years on the air. We celebrated that earlier this year, of course, in Rotterdam. We'll be going to Vietnam, Hong Kong, and we just announced London. Can't wait for that in November. Also, and we've got something big coming up for the mega event in Poland as well. Ruben, you have the lineup for Hong Kong,
Yeah,
I
Hong
think.
Kong, of course, we're going there next week. Armin is going to be there, of course. Obviously, face to face with Kiki, Billy Gillies, Lauren van Am, Lawton, Marlo, and myself, Ruben Ronde. And the day after, another amazing show, Cosmic Gate. Fairy Course presents Guriella, and he has a new show, so it's going to be very spectacular. Nifra, myself, Ruben Ronde, and Armin face to face as well with Kiki.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Poland, face to face with Mr. John Summit. Can't wait for that.
How are the preparations going?
Yeah, really good. We haven't practiced yet.
Amazing.
I did practice with Kiki, however, and that was a lot of fun. So we are ready for you, Hong Kong and Vietnam, and I'll be rehearsing with John Summit pretty soon as well. It's going to be
Exciting.
something. Yep. All info and tickets, as always, at thestateoftrance.com. In just a bit, I have the new Key 4050 for you. And as said before, hour number 2 and number 3 this week is a very special broadcast of the free party that I threw last Monday to celebrate 25 years of this radio. Who was there last Monday? Let me see some hands up. You were there? Yeah, it was quite a spectacular party, and we have some really incredible footage of that as well, and of course some classics if you like it.
Yep.
One of the guys that was there, because I invited a lot of my colleague producers as well. I saw Leon Bollier was there, Mark Sixma was there, W&W were there, Lily Palmer was there,
Salome was there, Alan Watts.
Ram was there, Alan
was
Watts,
there, yeah.
and I saw also Richard Durant. He was hanging out. And he gave me his new track, which I think is absolutely spectacular. And I don't think a lot of people have heard this yet. So I'm going to make this tune of the week because I think this is a contender for the top 50 of the year, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful track he's created together with Renat Nevo. This is Goodbye My Love. Are you ready, Amsterdam?
Armin van Buuren's favorite record of this week's show. This is the tune of the week.
too far, breaking all our ties. I feel like I'm underwater. I cannot catch the air we once had. All the words now, there's nothing left to share. Goodbye, my love, I'm sorry. I'm leaving us behind to fix my broken heart, to give me a chance to find
This is a state of trance.
Can you feel the love? Hey, Ruben, is it me or is this kind of a warning sign for the top 50 of the year already?
I think there's two big contenders in this episode already.
I think this one and the one we played you earlier with Richard Durant. So many great tracks this year already.
It'll be a close call, this one already.
Brian Carney and John O'Callaghan did it again. Massive follow-up to I Love You, coming out this summer. You first heard it here on A State of Trance. They teamed up once again with Bo Bruce for Empty Space. Also played you the return of Nitrous Oxide on the State of Trance label, Noir and Skyfall with Edu Bravo, Origin and Destination. Let's have a quick look at all the lovely emails that came in. Ruben.
A happy 33rd birthday to Matthäus from Poland from your wife Justina.
And shout out to Natalia from Nottingham from your dear friends Kasia, Chris and Tabby.
Congratulations to Mark Sandage and Elizabeth for your 19th wedding anniversary.
Happy 19th wedding anniversary also to Elizabeth and Mark from Virginia.
And Jackie Lopez from Maryland, US, wants to congratulate her boyfriend Ricardo for buying their first house.
And together with Lucas from the UK, we wish Magdalena from Krosno, Poland an amazing 36th birthday.
And finally, Ronnie House from Belgium wants to send a shout out to his friend Samak, who's visiting us today in the studio.
Samaka, there he is. Hey.
There you go. Armin at stateoftrance.com is the address for anything you want to share on air with the rest of the world. And if you ever want to join us like these beautiful people here, studio.stateoftrance.com. In just a bit, we'll be heading to the Loft in Amsterdam for a 2-hour set with loads of classic to celebrate 25 years of this radio show. Yes, it's an extra long episode of A State of Trance this week. Of course, also standing by, Service for Dreamers. But first, we continue with the uplifting sound. Recovering from his recent brain tumor surgery, we send him all the best. Back on the road, this is Daxon, Shining Bright.
Hey, this is Daxon. This is my new tune on State of Trance.
track I've already been playing in my sets for a while. New version of the classic by Oxia, Domino, remixed by Space 92. Also Sean Tyas, Lift got a whole new makeover, this time by the Trans Moms. And I played you the new Daxon, Shining Bright. This is a State of Trance. Stay tuned for the very special 2-hour live set that I did last Monday to celebrate 25 years of this radio show. June 1st was the actual date. In 2001 I did episode 1. Never knew that when I drove down to that little studio.
I really picture yourself on a bicycle with a big record bag. Like, hey,
it was all vinyl back then. Yeah, it was all vinyl back then. Crazy.
And here we are.
All right, but first, before we go there, let's head to Service for Dreamers.
This music can take you to another world.